Hi, everybody. This is Laura. Welcome to the show. Lately, I've been moving a bit away from spirit medium Laura to joy coach Laura. The reason is spirit has been guiding me. I've been mentioning it and writing about it, and man, joy is a handy dandy tool for all of us, and it is a spiritual tool. Joy, as Spirit has communicated to me, stands for just open you. And I did a little channeling, sort of warming up before the show, and I didn't expect this message. I was asking for the show. I was asking for a message for the show, and instead the guides started giving me a message from me, and they said a number of things, but basically what they said was all you needed to do was ask and you would receive. So that's what this joy coaching is all about. When I work with you on the radio show or in person one-on-one with clients, Spirit directs me to see the real you, the authentic you, because guess what? That's your soul. That's the part of you that wants to evolve. And when we choose to incarnate into the physical form, we also are choosing to forget who we really are, which is the soul, a divine being with a purpose. But more importantly, and this is what I believe my purpose is on earth, because I've been asking Spirit, my purpose is to learn how to open up that joy frequency so that you or I or anyone begins to lead the life of our dreams, the things we've come to earth to do, the things that bring us joy. The irony of this is that we're all set up through the conditioning, through the messages we're given during our lives, to never pay attention, to never ask for what we really want. What we're all doing is asking for what we think we can have. And it's so simple. If you were just to take time every day to focus on what you really, 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 really want, the universe would start to operate differently for you. It would start to operate like you were a divine being and had access to miracles. And that's what Spirit said to me before I opened the show today. It says, all you needed to do was ask. And so if you're asking for things and you're not receiving them, you need a healthy dose of joy. You need to really get in touch with what you really want and keep asking for it. Forget about what you think you can have. Keep asking for the essence of what you want. And now you may find out that as you begin this process, a new habit in your life of living in this joy awareness, if you will, and asking for what you really want, you may find that what you have is ripped away. Ripped away. Okay? And so you may find that maybe you do become lonely. Maybe you do become depressed because whatever you had before was stripped from you. Yes, indeed, yes. So this week I wrote a little article on how to fight loneliness and depression, because it might be something you'll travel through as you move towards getting what you want in life and a life at a higher frequency. We have to get rid of the bad stuff, the stuff we really don't want, the stuff we've been clinging to as a life raft because we were not fully blossomed yet. So quite often we might be clinging to an old relationship that is dysfunctional. And we don't even know why it's dysfunctional. We're not aware of it. But once we start doing the joy principle every day, when we start living in that frequency of joy, we're going to find that things that are not functional, they're pulled away. It may not even be because you asked for something surrounding that. It just Could be. It probably usually isn't. Let me take that back. It's going to be because you've asked for something that requires you let go of something else. And all of a sudden you'll have awakenings, you'll have awareness, you'll have all kinds of things. So that article is there. I don't want to spend too much time talking about it because we have quite a number of callers, but I will give you a couple of wonderful lines in the article just as your takeaway and direct you to read it. And if you'd like to get more articles like this, join our mailing list. That's also at spiritmediumtv.com. That's the website for the show. And also the website for my work is Spirit Medium Laura. And now I created another site, another name for my website, not another site. It's called Joy Coach Laura. And it may not sound particularly psychic to you, but it uses all that juicy psychic stuff in it, joy coaching that is, so that you can lead a life of bliss, BLISS. So if you're listening to this show at a future point in time, and you don't see the article on the page under recent posts on a sidebar for this website, just search in the sidebar for how to fight loneliness and depression. That's how to fight loneliness and depression. So a couple of really good lines are in this article. The first thing that I want you to take away is if you are feeling lonely and depressed, there's nothing wrong with that. Quite often there's a taboo around that. Well, I'm not cool. I'm not popular. It's very adolescent taboo, if you will. Or just simply there's a stigma. We all want to seem and appear to ourselves and to others as winners. And winners are never lonely. Winners are not depressed, right? Well, forget about that. Well, first step to getting to this joy thing is to be authentic to who we are. And if we are lonely and depressed, we need to know it's okay to feel our feelings. It's okay because that's the only way to move through it. So all loneliness and depression is due to being out of harmony with yourself. This is the spiritual message today. And I did a little channeling in the article, and there were a couple of good lines in the channeling and then more afterwards. I'm just going to go right into the other part of the article. So when you're feeling lonely, it's not because you're missing others or missing something that's outside of you. It's because you're missing a deeper, more authentic relationship with yourself. Duh, how shocking is this, right? If you went to Google on the internet, this key phrase, how to fight loneliness and depression, and come up with, join a group, do this, do that, take action. But if it skips the most important step, which is to become more attuned, become less busy and more attuned to yourself, less busy. So begin to listen to your heart, because your heart is actually your soul. Your feeling nature is your soul. And your heart or your feelings will never mislead you. They're there as your compass, and they take you through strife, loss, and upset. So when you're dealing with loneliness, depression, take time out to become familiar with your inner landscape. Journal. Take long walks in the woods. Ask for guidance from your higher self. Meditate. Your soul, ask your soul what it is you want in your life that you don't have. This is the most important step as well. Take steps then to bring these things into your life. It's through the taking action that's extremely important. Don't sit around and wait, like rubbing a magic genie lamp. Ooh, this is what I want. Rubbing. No, take some steps. Don't wait for anyone to bring what you want to you. Take the steps. And take the steps that have to do with what you really want. And as you do that, you're going to find that your life starts to become more resonant with your core being. And you will find that your life will not be filled with noise, even though I'm calling resonance in, but rather substance. So your life won't be all noisy and cacophonic and all these buzz things. You won't try to run away from yourself and keep yourself ultra busy. Your life will be filled with substance. So there are steps to take that are in the article. I won't go into that because it's there. But moving away from the shoulds that you should have to what you really want is one of the most important things that you can do in your life. And as a psychic medium and a spiritual guide, if you will, as I am, that is my charter, is to help you see what the truth is about you and then activate it. And I do mediumship as well and a whole gamut of other things, but it's all about this spiritual medium, if you will, which is what I am. There is a website for the show called spiritmediumtv.com, and there you can make a donation. We have one donation waiting, and I believe that is Thais, who's here. Thank you, Thais, so much. Those donations go in part to help animals. I donate every month to a charity for animals. And a rescue charity. And also you can gain what I call a discount, a sale on private sessions with me on spiritmediumtv.com. That's a third more time than what you pay for. So if you bought 30 minutes, you get a third more time. The information is on spiritmediumtv.com. It's a sale, private session for radio show listeners. And then, last but not least, and oh, so very exciting, especially tonight that I'm like so sleepy, on spiritmediumtv.com, I have a live video feed of me in front of a camera. I look a little dopey dum tonight because I didn't sleep well last night, and I didn't want to take a full nap this afternoon because that's what made me stay up last night, taking a nap in the middle of the afternoon. So I'm going to just kind of ride the wave of this dumbness, if you will, this sleepy dumbness, and use it for the show. Because secret, when you're relaxed and even in a slightly sleepy state, quite often the psychic work is better, actually. And that's one of the things you do as a medium and a psychic when you're training and when you prepare to work is you take a meditation. So you can be in that slower brainwave state, which would be alpha and theta. And theta is a brainwave state where we have when we're in sleeping mode, right? Theta brainwave state is the state we have dreams. So it's a great state for working as a psychic and medium. Okay, now I'm going to do a prayer, an energy connection, and then a group message, and then I will go to the phone lines. And the first phone calls I will take will be other side connections. Then I will go to the donation from Thais and anybody else who made a donation. I don't think anybody did. Let me just check that out quickly. Did anybody else make a donation? Nope. Okay. So I'll go to Thais and I'll go to everybody else that I can get to. Try to get as many people in as I can, although we always have way more callers than I can get to. But I try my very best, and Spirit does as well through me. Okay, so everybody listening, if you would please sit back, uncross your arms and legs, and start to focus on your breath from your abdominal area, breathing in deeply from your abdomen, and then exhaling deeply. Breathing in deeply from your abdominal area, uncrossed arms and legs. Breathe in. And exhale. If you're wanting an other side connection this evening, please call in your loved one or loved ones from the other side to come with you into the room and space you're in. Say hello to them and ask them to sit down and make themselves comfy. If you're wanting a life question or healing or medical, whatever it is, focus in on that and ask Spirit to give you the answers you need. While you're doing that, I will go off and do the prayer silently. I'll be back in a second. And now on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into your space your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. Okay, good. Give me a moment to get in the spirit entities. We are here. We are the ones. We've come in to work with all in a spiritual way during this show today. It is a little different this time. We will work a little differently with people who are calling. We will be here all through the show, providing you healing and master energy sequences, which will allow you to up your DNA sequence in a spiritual way, using spiritual light and divine light and guidance. You will be feeling waves from us while we are working with you. All you need to do is be in the queue and be listening to the show, and we will be working on each of you to activate your own DNA sequence for healing to happiness, for spiritual evolution, for living within the joy frequency, and for gaining that which you want in your life, for gaining greater clarity about yourself, greater courage to have what you want, and greater courage to ask for what you want. We are here to work with all of you, to heal and help you. You always may call upon us in your own way. We are available to all of you through the sequence, through the DNA sequence of your heart, your mind, and your body. We ask that you ask for us when you are needing something. We will always come to you. Do not worry that it is not being channeled through the medium, for the information that you need is always available to you. All you need to do is ask for help and it will be received. You all need to ask for help and it will be received. We will be working with each of you today on your DNA sequences, and we also will provide a patch to each of you that is needing one so that you do not bleed further energy out of your system, that you can keep all that you are and activate your DNA flow and sequence. When we say DNA flow and sequence, we mean moving yourself along with your path. Each of you has a heart chakra. It is the opening to your soul, and your soul has your path imprinted on it in the DNA sequence. When you are in alignment with your soul, your true self, you will find that your life will flow much better than it did before. And this is what we are providing for you today. The way to ask for our help when you need it is just simply to say, please come to me. I am in need of help. The Ones. The Ones is our name. THEONES. The Ones. We are of the higher light beings. We are of the highest light of love and light in the universe. We work with you, each of you, on your evolution. We are not your private spirit guides, angels. We are rather at a higher level, but we do work through them to get to you. Namaste. I have no idea what they're going to say. They always surprise me. Okay, I'm going to go to, I think it is Donna was the first caller who is wanting an other side connection. Hello, Donna. How are you? I'm doing great, love. You sound a little muffled on your end. I'm not sure why. Is the it's a little better. Yes, thank you, love. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So I was supposed to be opening up a line for Sandy, and I opened your line up instead, which is fine. It's just the way the phone lines kind of move through. You were second to Sandy, but we'll work with you, and then we'll go to Sandy next. Sandy, I apologize for that. But yours sounded very interesting as well. Everybody's interesting. I don't mean that to say no one else is interesting. So let me just see if I could first, Donna, honey, pull in your mom. Okay, I hear a few things. I see a few things already. She says she's a likeness of you. She says a spiritual likeness. You know, she's very much like you in terms of spirit or the way her attitude about life. the way she handled things. She said she was very good with money when she was on Earth, and she was very liked and very friendly with everyone around her. She shows me a bit of her face, a bit of her hair. It's just a general sweep of things, so please bear with me, Donna. But I see hair is fluffy and around the face. It's not any longer than ear length. It seems to be a little bit of a wave and a little bit of it's layered. Okay. So I don't know when she wore her hair like that, but I always ask Spirit to give me something you can remember. Do you remember her hair like that, please?
Oh, she dyed her hair dark, and it was, yeah, I guess it was about
yeah. Okay, well, all I'm saying, I'm going to remind you, I'm going to have to control you a little bit, not to be rude, but just to allow Spirit to present. It's just a yes or no. So next time I'll say that to you, just a yes or no. And all I was saying is, it looks like her hair is layered around the face. I don't see the color yet. I don't see anything about that. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I also see a straight nose. It seems to be a little wider at the bridge and narrow at the tip. She has a beautiful nose, actually. She has high cheekbones. I don't see her age that much, although I'm sure she did get age, just not showing a lot of age on her face. She has a squarish cheekbone, squarish jaw, higher cheekbones. Looks like she did wear glasses, at least what she's showing me. Would you know, just for this, honey, focus in, Donna, on this particular question, and only a yes or no. Do you remember your mother wore eyeglasses, please? Just yes or no, honey. All right. I'm going to have to control you, so please bear with me. She also has had a son when she was on Earth. You're not the only child. At least one other child or sibling to you would have been male. Would you understand that, please, about Mom? She also shows me that she could have a bit of a problem with her weight. In other words, I don't see her always overweight, but I do see that she might have gone back and forth with carrying extra, then getting a little thinner, carrying extra. Would you understand that weight thing, yes or no? Just yes or no, please. Okay. I just see her puffy and bigger. I don't know why. So I actually don't even know if she ever was much thinner, but she looks a little bit overweight to me. You would disagree with that then?
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Don't tell me anything else. All right. So let I don't know why she's showing me that. It might have another meaning, but I'll just let you know I do. She does like to eat. What was that, honey? Oh, maybe she is. She said she likes to eat sweets and cakes. She does when she's on Earth. Maybe you do also, but she does like to eat them all. All right. She likes pudding and pie, sweets. Oh my, she's cute. She's got a little rhyme there going on. So that shows me she's a little cute. She's a good homemaker. She's very clean. She shows me washing the dishes, but again, very clean and very careful. I even see that she dries the dishes before she puts them away. I would never do that. All right. So you're very kind. Now I have to go through all this just to make sure we have her. I'm going to give you one or two more things that she gives me, and then we're going to go to your message, which is about your questions. Okay. So bear with me, honey. I just want to get one or two more things from Mommy. You're very smart. Oh, she wants to go to private message already. She says you're very, very smart, Donna. She's also given me a name like an Elaine. I don't know if you have anyone that's like an Eleanor and Elaine, anything like that that you would know of, but I hear that name. It could be somebody living or deceased. But she says you're very, you do. Okay. It's part of the evidence, and it also might have something to do with the answer. But she says you're very, very smart. She says you're very, very talented in what you do at home and in work. Everything you do is always spick and span, done right, organized. You're very creative. You're a genius, actually. And then she laughs a little bit and says you're very much like me in these respects. She says you're, I have a little block on what she wants to say. Hold on, darling. You're not listening to yourself, though. She says you're not listening. And she says you need to listen to your heart better. What you need to know is what you really know. She says what you know is that what you want is not what you think you want. What you really want is to listen to yourself and do what you really want. Now, if you want me to tell you what that is, your mom says, I can't really tell you. I have to tell you it this way. She says, you're a wise woman. You know what you really want. And, oh, this is kind of interesting. Now, lick your chops and go right after it because you will get it. You will get what you want. She says, and you have to go right after it. You have to go after it like a wild wolf in the woods. She says you cannot sit around and wait for things to come to you. You have to get out there and you have to go after it. You will get what you want. Don't wait too long, because that hesitation could cost you everything. It needs to be done pretty quickly. And don't wait, don't hesitate. As she says those words, I see a younger person to you. It looks like a female. Do you have a daughter, honey? Donna?
No.
Do you know what? Oh, okay. She just gives me that that image of that younger woman around you and all that. And there's also a word, another name, a Gail. Gail. And she's also saying to get out with friends more and do what you really want to do. She says, let your hair down more, get out, have fun. Don't mourn your loss so much. Don't mourn your loss so much. She says, it's now time to move forward. Now, I wanted to give you, Don, as much as I could give you without understanding the question, because I didn't want to be influenced. So, okay, so now you can ask, you can ask the question if you'd like at this point, if it hasn't fully been answered, and then we'll see what Mom says. Ah, okay. Well, that's exactly what she's talking about. Then she's saying to go after it. She's saying to get out. Okay, get out of the house. Don't listen to anybody else. This is what you really want. She's not telling you what you really want, but you know what you really want. And don't think that you can't have it. You can. So the answer is yes. Mom just told you you can have this, even 63 or 64, that you can have it. But you do need to take some risks, like getting out and trying, right? That's what she's telling you to do, like a lone wolf in the woods. Get out there and hunt. Hunt. Okay. It's, you know, it's a process. I'm not, you know, I don't, it's nothing negative about that whatsoever. So now, this is interesting, Donna. Very interesting. Because Spirit was talking all about going after what you really want in life. That's what they were saying earlier. And I accidentally opened your line first, and your mother started talking about the same thing. And so I'm going to bring in Spirit's idea again on this subject, which is we often don't ask for what we really want. Most of the time we don't. But all we really had to do was ask for what we really want, not for what we think we can have, but for what we really want. It's kind of scary to do that. I don't know why. I mean, we can go into that another time. But basically, there's something extremely magical about knowing and then asking for what you really want. And Mom just said it again. So the answer is go after it. And she said that you would get that. Okay? Yes. Yeah, go right ahead, darling, and do that. And anyway, that's what your mother's answer is. And I just think it's so wild that the whole thing ended up being reinforcement for the earlier message. It was all meant to be. Thank you, Donna. I'm going to let you go, honey. Thank you. Sure, honey. Thank you. Bye. Wow, that was interesting. Here we are talking about going after what you really want, and the mother comes in and starts talking about it again. I'm like, whoa, Sandy. Sandy. Hi, Sandy. The switchboard kind of slides all over the place here. Okay, so you wanted another side connection. Now I need to just get a little vocal from you, Sandy. Where's 770? I should know where 770 is. Isn't that in Florida somewhere, like on the West Coast? Oh, it's Atlanta. Okay. All right. And you're wanting me to make an other side connection for you. Sandy 770. Hold on. Okay, there is a okay, I see a woman before me. Oh. Okay, and I'm going to give you some visuals and some things I'm seeing, and we'll come back to you, see if you can validate, if you understand who this is. She is carrying a bit of extra weight around her, on her body. I have a funny feeling it might not be somebody in spirit that I'm seeing, but we'll see. It might be actually a reverse of a person in spirit looking at you. I see a person who's carrying extra weight. She seems to be a little taller than average, or even taller than that. She has short hair. The hair's on the lighter side. She's a straightish nose, a little bit of a curve, a little bit of a bump, but nothing, very actually pretty, nice features. Glasses. The hair's light, the glasses have a dark rim to them. She's wearing a loose kind of t-shirt. She's near a window, and there's some curtains behind her. There's curtains on the window, and there's the window. Now, would you know that description for anyone, please? Would you know that person? All right. Well, this person is here, and she's very, very specific. And it's, I have to say, I see this person. Now, your name is Sandy. Do you look like this at all, honey? Do you look like this description? Do you fit this description, please? That I just made. Did you hear the description? Light. I think this is you. I think somebody in spirit is showing me you. The hair is on the lighter side. It's layered and it's shorter. It has a little bit of a curl, a wave to it. Glasses. I don't know how to explain it. High cheekbones. There's a little bit of excess weight on the frame, a little taller than average, to me even taller than that. Bigger body. The nose has got a little bit of a bump on it, but it's all part of the aquiline kind of beauty of the nose. Is a refined tip, beautiful nostrils, good-looking woman is what I see here. A little bigger in body type. Would you know anyone, including yourself, that looks like this, please? Okay. And is this somebody in spirit, or is this yourself, please? Okay. Because she's very, you're not sure. I'm going to give you more info. I will. I just need to know something, because there she stands, and she's extremely specific in her visual. To me, I see her very, very clearly. I'm going to give you more information. I'm getting a message from her that there was a problem in her lungs and with breathing. Can you associate that with the person you're thinking of, please?
Yeah.
Okay. And she shows it in the upper lungs more than even down the middle of it for some reason. I don't know if that has any significance. If you're having trouble remembering that, you may not know that level of detail. She's good with her hands. She works with her hands. I don't know what she means by this. At home and in school, I don't know what she means by that. She works with her hands. She's very good. She's a good homemaker. She's good. She's very creative. She likes to create things, make things. She's crafty, meaning she makes crafts or things like that. I don't feel good about that last thing I just said, but I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to ask you for feedback, because I want her, the one in spirit, to refine it a little bit. What is she talking about here? She does show me she smoked at a point in her life. That would have to do with the lungs. She has cancer. Okay, so she just said a few things. Smoking, cancer, we already confirmed lungs. Would you know about that, the cancer, please, and smoking? Just yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. And something about being crafty or working with crafts. She's creative, visually creative, actually, she says. She makes things. Would you know that, please?
Yeah.
All right. She loves you very much. She says, thank you for letting her come in today. She's going to giving you a personal message. She's putting her spirit hands around your heart chakra right now to give you love, to let you feel the love, to let you know that you have not been forgotten in the spirit realm. We are all looking out for you. We're all nursing you along with your own health and your own health problems. She says, we all love you like our own. We all love you like our own, because you are our own. We are of you and you are of us. We are kindred souls and kindred spirits. We've all come to earth to work as light workers, and you have as well, Sandy. We're working with you to heal yourself so that you can continue the work you've come to earth to do. Never doubt yourself, your gifts, your purpose. It is all part of the plan. Namaste. Well, she said a lot of things there. Would that make sense to you, please, Sandy?
Yeah.
Oh, God bless, sweetheart. God bless. I'm so happy to hear that it makes sense to you, sweetheart, and gives you hope and understanding and knowing that you're being validated. And she says, the woman in spirit again, everything is going to be just fine with your health. Don't worry. Everything is going to be just fine. Would you care to share anything about that, Sandy? Or are you too emotionally upset to say anything? Okay, but oh, wonderful. And there's something about you and her reaching out to your heart chakra and encouraging you to do what you're supposed to do in your own health. Are you having any issues with your health, love? Oh, okay. What's a P? What is? Oh, all right. Well, she says everything's going to be fine with your health, and she's looking out for you. Go ahead. And what? Uh-huh. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm so happy that you called into the show today, Sandy. I'm happy that the messages made sense to you, and you are going to get better, she says. So just take care of yourself. Okay, love? All right, love. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, going to Thais, who's made a donation. Hi, Thais. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. I'm great. Thank you again for your donation, sweetheart. Rather than me ask you how you are, because I don't want you to tell me too much, I'm just going to ask you to tell me what is your question, and we will get Spirit in to give you some answers. Go ahead. Okay. Uh-huh. Yes, I saw. Okay. Oh, that's nice to know. Yeah, I saw her, everybody saw her place on her page on Facebook, and I want you to tell people right now what the business is about. It seems very interesting to me. Is this an internet business that you would mail, you would send things to people, or is it local, Thais? It's local. Okay. Well, anyway, but Thais is from Brazil, everybody, and she's a very good cook, and she's created this business that has focuses in on Brazilian food, and she happens to be in Pennsylvania, in an area that may or may not appreciate that. So let me go to Spirit and see what they're going to say about this. First thing I get is exhaustion. Right? You're very exhausted. It's overwhelming. Too much to do. Yeah. It sounds good, but you're tired. Okay. Now, is it worth all the work, all the exhaustion, all the footwork, everything else? The answer is, I'm seeing a success road for you, but it would have to be the following. You would have to find places that would sell the goods for you, like bakeries and other places, and that you could get a couple of regular clients, and that you're baking or you're adding food into what they're already selling, so that you know that the time you're spending to make this stuff will have a client at the end of it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So you really, Yeah, so, but what they're telling you is to look to get get, like, is it bakery goods mostly? What is the, so this I can give you delicacies? Sweets, okay. Okay, so what you need to do is find a few specialty stores or stores that would sell a specialty like this and give them some samples and see if they become a client. They may say, okay, we'll take some and see if it sells. But you need to get a few of them, 4 or 5 of these people before you get all into the business. Okay, then you, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You're going about it the wrong way. Don't look for individual buyers. Look for the stores. So, for example, okay, like in a delicatessen, in a bakery, in a bigger store that has some gourmet department, like a supermarket, but look for the places that are going to retail it for you, because you won't make any money if you have to bake for individuals. You won't make any money. That's what the answer is from Spirit. Okay? All right. Yeah. And if you don't do it that way, you're not going to make a lot of money. You're just going to get exhausted. Okay? But the other message, part of this is that you will make money if you do it that way, and the food is excellent and people are going to really love it. But you have to get the business side of it better, more organized, and that's the way to do it. Get 4 to 5 places that are going to retail your stuff, and then you have a go of it. Then you have a chance. Okay? Well, that could be good too, but I'm getting for now, right now, to go for the stores, and then you can also do that because that's a similar thing. But you have to have, the word is leverage. In other words, if you're trying to find a customer for every bake job, a customer for every food job, you're going to wear yourself out. You have to get a customer that has a lot of customers. See? And then you won't wear yourself out. Okay? Thank you, love. Love you too. Ciao, Bella. Bye. Bye, honey. Okay. And I have to find Keisha. I believe she's out there somewhere. There she is. And Andrea. Okay. Actually, Andrea comes before Keisha, but Keisha I'll get to in a minute. Hey, Andrea. Hi. I'm doing great, love. So go ahead, honey. Give me your question and we'll get to Keisha in a minute. Go ahead. I don't remember, but go ahead. Oh, so this is for next. Okay, so you went to an audition in Florida for America's Got Talent, and you did that yesterday, and this is for next season. This would be for next. Yeah, okay. Let's see. This is for Andrea, 703. And then you said the next call back would be to New York, or the next leg up would be to New York. That's what I said. The next tryout is in New York. Oh, I see. So you get to try out in Florida and New York. You don't have to. They don't have to invite you to the. Oh, okay. So you could try out again in New York. All right. Yeah, you just added New York in there to let me know that you can also go to New York and try again. All right. Yeah, okay. All right, America's Got Talent, Andrew, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Hold on, honey, I have to go to a different frequency to get the answer. You're gonna get, okay, I get a yes on this. I do feel you're gonna get, let me see it, you're gonna get at least the next leg up. You don't need to go to New York to try again. How could that be? Well, they're saying they're gonna get it. Right. Oh, interesting. Well, I get a very positive, I get a positive on this. I get a positive. I'm surprised. See, I don't know how they work it. I used to watch, what I used to watch, what was the first one? Yeah, I used to watch American Idol and I remember that, but I don't know America's Got Talent. So what they're going to do is they go around in lots of cities and you can keep popping into each city and keep try to get to the next level. Well, I get that you're going to get to the next level. That's what I get. So whatever you have to do, if you want to try New York again, if you want to try in December, you said to get there, I don't even think you're going to need to. I think you're going to get to the next level without having to do that if that's possible. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's see what happens then. Good luck to you, darling. Sounds very exciting. Awesome. Okay. All right. Please do. Thank you, love. Bye. Keisha. Keisha. Good, 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 sweetheart. So go ahead, honey. And you said you have a health issue. Let's see what spirit can do or can't do for you. Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. All right. Let's see what we get here, honey, for you. Now, is this the one that we talked about, that operation? That must have been 6 months ago. All right. All right. Let's go see. Well, it's hard. It's very hard. You have to get your strength back, but let's go to a deeper level here. You will get your health back. You will get your shape back. It just takes time. I also feel you're exhausted. I think you need to take time to rest and baby yourself. Get out, when there's fresh air or there's a sunshine out, that kind of a thing. And just chill and take it easy. You are a very driven kind of person, but you will get back your energy. You will get back full status of everything you had before, but it won't happen instantly. It's invasive. You've had an invasive procedure. It will take a little bit of time to get back that raw energy you used to have. And I get you won't be back fully to normal, but you will be back. You won't be back right away, but you will be back to full normalcy by February, March, April. For now, you're going to have to just take it easy and be patient with yourself. Let me see if there's anything you need to eat that you're not eating or anything you need to do that you're not doing other than what I just said. I'm trying to get that, Keisha, honey. Are you juice? Do you juice? Okay. Keep showing me juicing. I don't know what that means just yet. I'm not telling you to do it yet. I'm just trying to get the exact answer for you. Yeah, juicing would help a lot put back some of that energy, vim and vigor in your body. It's not going to put weight on you because juicing is, usually for that. But what it's going to, right, it's going to get your body's stamina back, and that's going to help everything else. So, yeah, I mean, eat good meals and everything else, but add juicing and greens, fresh greens, anything to do with juicing, fresh greens, all that, kind of like a health kick, You eat pretty well, they say, as a rule. You've never been a really bad or picky eater. You're a pretty good eater. You're very intelligent about the foods you choose, they say to me. But juicing would be an additional thing you can throw into the mix that would be very, very beneficial to you. Watching TV at home alone at night. Do you sit home sometimes and watch TV, Keisha? They said that's not good for your. They said that is not good for your stamina or your health. They say you need to get out a little bit more, exercise a little bit more, even though it may seem counterintuitive that you've lost weight. That you would be not. Well, well, they're telling me it's going to help you. It's going to help you with your step. So what they're telling me to do here with you is to get you to be more active, but not in a way that's just burning aimlessly calories, whatever, but walking or getting out in the fresh air and the sunshine and taking care of yourself on a new level, whole new level of baby. So juicing and some exercise, not to the point of, exhaustion, but a little bit would be helpful to you. And they say sitting home and watching TV and just sitting around a lot is actually not helpful to you right now. Not helpful. That's perfect. But add but smoothies, but add green food into it, green sour, whatever they call that, green food. Add some green stuff in it because that's the minerals there. It's like as if when you put that into your body, then your body fills in. It's like it creates the skeleton and then the body fills in everything. So the specific thing is juices. So if you don't want to juice, then do a smoothie, but put green food in it. Okay? Okay, and then do some kind of walking or something, building up stamina. You could do a little bit of weight training, which is building stamina. Yes. Well, they want you outside too a little bit. Get that air in your lungs because it's going to help you put weight back on. Okay, it's all for stamina. The two things together. Walking is good, and they say in the woods. Although I know you're in Brooklyn, I think, right? But they say out in nature. And I know it's getting to be cold in New York, but there's nothing better than a good cold walk outside to help build the stamina and get the body back. But do it slowly, do it gently. And these are only advice right? This is not meant to be replacement for licensed medical advice, of course, and you're a loss. But did you pass the bar? What happened with that? You didn't? Oh my goodness. You will pass the bar, honey. Oh, all right. You can pass, honey. It's just a matter of time, honey. Yeah. Oh, no wonder you're so exhausted. Well, besides the operation and everything else, yeah, you're very tired. Yeah. All right. Well, all right, good. And so I know it may sound odd to say take a walk, but they want you out in the sun and the fresh air because it will help you. So that's what they're saying. Okay. All right, love. Feel better. TLC for Keisha. You have a beautiful day, love. God bless. Mwah. Bye-bye, honey. Okay. And now we are going to go to Linda, who's been waiting a long time. Hey, Linda, what can we spirit do for you this evening, honey? Go ahead and ask me your question, love. Oh, my pleasure. Okay. Oh, all right. And so you're asking me to do something that's a little tricky. The reason I say that is because I'm a spirit psychic messages that I would do would help you get more in touch with who you are rather than offer an opinion of who you are. So in other words, everything I talked about earlier, that whole joy thing, joy stands for just open you, what you really want, how you really feel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you messages that will help stimulate that. Let's see what we can come up with for you. So I'm going to give you some messages and see if they resonate. Linda at 361. Where should she move that would bring her the most joy? Dear God, for Linda, 361. You will, okay, you will be moving soon. That's nice. You need to be in a place that will allow you to be out in the fresh air often. It's very good for you. Panhandle is really not to your liking. You will not like it socially. Even if, northern Florida, that's the Panhandle. No, you wouldn't like that, they're saying. Going down into Florida. We already decided you didn't want to be in Atlanta because it's inland. All right, so let me just see if there's anything I can come up with here that will resonate for you. For some reason or other, I'm more on the west coast of Florida than the east coast for you. And I'm more in the Fort Myers to Naples area, which is pretty far south. We also have Sarasota and Tampa. But they're showing me you in an area that I've been to there, and I'm seeing you in an area that reminds me of Naples to Fort Myers, all that, a little bit farther south. Or also Sarasota. So I like in those areas where, you've got it's very nice. The weather is temperate, socially agreeable to you. That's a consideration, not just being near the water, but also socially. And also they're giving me another word here. You need to have some kind of urban stimulation wherever you go, Linda. So what you do have in Sarasota, even any farther south might be a little too vague for you and a little too bland, but in Sarasota, it's enough of a stimulation there that you could find enough things to stimulate the mind and not only be near the water. So if I had to go for anything, I'd say Sarasota. It also has Tampa a little north of there, which has more of a city. So you got everything. You got water, you've got temperate climate, you've got stimulation, but you also have nature. And that's where I'm kind of going for you. Okay? Yeah. Right. Oh, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, absolutely. And the reason they say you wouldn't like the Panhandle area is because it's not going to be socially right for you. So that, if that resonates, because they keep telling me you're an urban person, you're fairly sophisticated, and that you would need to have the best of all of these things, the best of many different things. You need to have intellectual stimulation. You need to have people who you could talk to, and also nature. So that's where they're leading me. Sarasota is a little south of Tampa, but they're all around each other. So, that's a good area to look into. Okay, sweetheart? Thank you, love. Bye. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for listening to the show. If you'd like to get a private session with me, just go to booklaura.com. And if you order your session and put radio show in the event code field, you will obtain a third more time than that for which you pay. Many blessings to all of you. I look forward to working with you next Monday. Bye.